Have you ever wondered why some football players start their careers with outstanding talent that seems almost supernatural? Paul Gascoigne, famously known as Gazza, was one of those players. With his daring abilities and charming personality, he not only played football with precision, but also showed a range of emotions and passion on the field. From putting his heart into each tackle to shedding tears or joy or frustration, Gazza always left it on the field. But have you ever wondered what led to this undeniable talent's career taking a tragic turn and how he's currently homeless? Let's find out. Paul Gascoigne burst onto the footballing scene as a teenager, making a huge impact with his splendid talent and skill. His upward push to prominence was marked by his incredible ability and performances at a young age. Gascoigne's breakthrough wasn't just about raw talent, it was characterised by his dynamic presence on the pitch. He demonstrated an unprecedented mixture of technical ability and tactical attention. His talent and passion for the game set him aside as a growing megastar within the footballing world. Gascoigne's ability to manipulate the game, create scoring possibilities and impact play at such a young age was truly wonderful to watch. Paul Gascoigne's contribution to Newcastle United extended beyond his performances on the pitch, as he played a key role in the club's success and development for the duration of his time there. Gascoigne joined Newcastle as a schoolboy in 1980, and his expertise became quickly identified with the aid of the club's scouts. Despite his early life and private struggles, Gascoigne's passion for football and resolution to provide for his family drove him to excel in the sport. This teenage prodigy made his debut for Newcastle United as a 17-year-old facing Queen's Park Rangers. He didn't simply light up the pitch, he lit up the city of Newcastle. For fans facing a time of economic strife and despair, Gascoigne's overall performance turned into a welcome distraction from economic struggles. Gascoigne's impact on the team was on the spot, and he quickly became a fan favourite. He was acknowledged for his remarkable array of talents, including fantastic vision, excellent dribbling capabilities, and a range of passing and finishing ability. Gascoigne's powerful runs from midfield became his trademark, and he quickly became a key player for Newcastle. Gascoigne's contribution, though, extended beyond the scoresheet. He helped Newcastle climb to an 11th place finish in Division 1 during the 1986-87 season. However, injuries and suspensions confined his appearances the following year, with Newcastle narrowly heading off relegation. Despite this setback, Gascoigne's popularity soared, attracting attention but also hard treatment from opponents. However, his impact wasn't limited to his talents. Gascoigne's charismatic personality and infectious enthusiasm were legendary. His energy and willpower were obvious with every performance, making him a standout player for fans. While his off-field lifestyle now and again landed him in trouble, his talent and ability were amazing. Despite his expertise and contributions to the group, Gascoigne's time at Newcastle was not without demanding situations. He was known for his off-field antics and had many final warnings, eventually making 92 appearances for Newcastle and scoring 21 goals. Due to his wonderful stint at Newcastle, in 1988, Tottenham Hotspur paid a British record fee of £2 million for his services. His first match for Tottenham in the Premier League stood out as he scored a goal against Manchester United. Gazza spent 4 years at Tottenham, playing 92 games and finding the net 19 times. Throughout his career at Spurs, he won the FA Cup with the team in 1991, making his legacy undeniable at that point. Gascoigne's career had changed by the time he signed a contract with Italian side Lazio in 1992. The beginning of his career in Italy was remarkable, and it showed his talent and creativity. And while some passes and dribbles missed their mark, he contributed to 43 games for Lazio, scoring 6 goals. In 1995, Gazza signed for Glasgow Rangers, where he stayed for 3 years, playing in 74 games and scoring 30 goals. His time at Rangers was unforgettable as he contributed to the team's successes, including their Scottish Premier League title in the 1995-96 season. Gascoigne's last club during his professional career was Middlesbrough, where he played 41 games and scored 4 goals. He played for Middlesbrough for 2 years before finally retiring from professional football in 2002. Throughout his career, Gascoigne was recognised for his incredible talent, creativity and imagination. He was often a fan favourite and standout player within the footballing world, leaving a long-lasting legacy in the sport. Beyond his club successes, he became a key player in the English national team too, and his performances in the 1990 World Cup, in which he scored a memorable goal against Scotland, solidified his reputation as a footballing icon within the English game. He earned 57 caps and scored 10 goals for the Three Lions, and his ability to burst onto the scene as a youngster set the standard for a career marked with achievements and a long-lasting legacy. Despite his successes on the field, Gascoigne struggled with addiction throughout his career, a significant challenge impacting both his personal and professional life for many years. His struggles with alcohol addiction began after his meteoric climb to fame that followed the 1990 World Cup, where his performances helped the Three Lions to reach the semi-finals. The devastating knee injury he suffered in the following year's FA Cup final playing for Spurs coincided with his life spiralling out of control. Gascoigne's addiction issues have also impacted his mental health. He often spoke out publicly about how he turned to drugs and alcohol following his retirement from football. In a 2011 interview, Gascoigne admitted that during his worst period, he was consuming a dangerous amount of cocaine and whiskey on a daily basis. In recent years, Gascoigne has spoken openly about the impact of emotional tragedy on his addiction. In 2016, he suffered a relapse following the suicide of a family relative. Gascoigne admitted that he struggled to stay off the booze when faced with this personal tragedy, and his addiction issues have been a significant challenge for him. That addiction challenge has been constant. A 2018 interview revealed the nightmare of loneliness he faced while battling addiction. This struggle has been a source of concern for his family, friends, and fans who have watched him battle for many years. Addiction has seen the former England man have several spells in rehab, but despite this, he has repeatedly fallen off the wagon in his fight against alcoholism time and time again. Gascoigne's addiction issues have also led him to try unconventional methods to satisfy his cravings. In 2023, he opened up about his Calpol addiction, which came about due to the tiny amount of alcohol within the medicine. He visited chemists in Newcastle and pretended to have as many as 9 children to buy multiple bottles of Calpol. He is on record saying that he's been banned from every chemist in the city. Despite his struggles, Gascoigne has remained determined to overcome his addiction, and he recently opened up about his addiction issues as part of the Channel 4 reality show Scared of the Dark. Gazza has also stressed the importance of supporting individuals grappling with mental health challenges, recognizing that many men refrain from seeking assistance when facing such issues. Gascoigne has echoed this sentiment regarding the necessity of support for those battling addiction, urging them to reach out for help. Still, on the consequences of his alcoholic lifestyle, Gascoigne recently admitted he is a sad alcoholic who has been rendered homeless by his ongoing struggle to stay sober. He stayed with his agent, Katie Davis, in Dorset as he tried to get his life back on track. The former England hero, who was arguably the greatest player of his generation, now attends alcohol roll call meetings and tries to remain sober. However, he has admitted that he's had his fair share of bad days when he turned back to alcohol, which have led to several jail terms over the years. Gascoigne's story shows why drug addiction is so destructive for the users and the people around them. He struggled with addiction a lot, but he was constantly working on himself to try and overcome it. With the right support and resources, it's important to emphasize that it is possible for one to overcome their addiction. Thank you for watching this video, and please remember to subscribe.